everyone, welcome to Walks with Moss. It is a cold, wet day. It would actually be warmer if it wasn't so wet. We've got some really sloppy, wet, nasty snow here. It's the perfect day to explore the trails in my neighborhood. I've kind of been holding off on some of my neighborhood exploration for days just like this. Short, dark, cold winter days when I don't want to drive very far and when I'm not too likely to see a lot of my neighbors out on the trail. Let's go for it. We've made it off the road and onto the trail, so Bella gets to be free. I have found clavulina back in here. I don't know what we'll find today. February is always my most difficult month because it's been dark for a while now and it's cold. And to make matters worse, this February, mushroom season basically just ended. Instead of ending in late November like it often does, it's ended now. And, ooh, wait a minute. Haha. I see winter chanterelles back there and they look good enough to harvest. Okay. Yay. Oh, awesome. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. Very cool. I take it all back. And there's lots of them back there. This is frozen solid, but it'll be fine. All right. Yes. Mushroom season is not over. Oh, my goodness. Look at all of them back there. Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I saw some back there earlier in the season, but I thought they'd be gone now. Wow! Okay. Very cool. I take it all back. February is the most wonderful month of the year. Okay. I'll grab those on the way back. And we immediately ran into a neighbor with a quote-unquote friendly dog. And the dog lunged at Bella. Second time that quote-unquote friendly dog has lunged at Bella. Oh boy, okay. Hopefully we don't see any more neighbors. What's with people in this neighborhood and their unfriendly dogs? That was a bit of a roller coaster ride. That was only 100 feet after finding those mushrooms that we ran into the unfriendly dog. Hopefully that's the last people encounter we have though. Okay, let's carry on and try to forget about that nonsense. Since I'm hiking in my neighborhood and not in the woods, I am carrying my bear spray with me today. That's actually the first interaction I've had with another human in almost 72 hours, and honestly, that's the way I like it, sadly. Here's our neighborhood gravel pit, where the four-wheelers like to have fun. More power to them. I bet all kinds of fun has been had right here. We're heading down into kind of an aldery, swampy sort of area. This is kind of an interesting spot. We'll walk along here for a bit. And then, unfortunately, we have to go through a recent clear cut for a little while before we get back into the woods. So I really like to savor this little section right here down next to the river. Look at those beautiful red alder trees. And all those white patches are lichen. The red alder's bark is actually gray. Oh, and look over here. I think this is, yeah. Here's our native cherry tree. Very cool. It's a big one too. Wow. It must be getting close to the end of its life. They don't normally get that big. Wow. Cool. Here's kind of an interesting alder tree here. If it was a couple hundred years older, you could say this was a Native American trail marker tree, but it's definitely not old enough for that. I've heard the Native Americans would break the trees off at the top or bend them over to mark the trail. Obviously something bad happened to this tree when it was younger. It got bent over and broken off, but it recovered. But it's just an alder tree, not to put them down, but they only live to be about 50 years. So there's no way that's a Native American trail marker tree. Uh-oh. I think there's some motorcycles coming. Here's a lovely big western red cedar. So nice to see. It's probably protected because it's so near a swamp. Cedars like to grow in swamps. They're a really cool tree, but they don't have any mycorrhizal mushrooms that we can eat. So underneath a cedar tree is about the last place you want to look for edible mushrooms. There's our cutting boundary sign. I'm sure that's related to the swampy wetlands down here. Okay, let's just try to get through this dreary clear cut now. The bark is peeling off this cherry tree. I wonder if you can make cough syrup or something out of this bark. I'll look it up, see if it's got any useful purposes. It's got a lot of lichen on it though, and I don't want to eat lichen. So we'll see. I'll figure that out before we head back. I think I'll start having evergreen huckleberry leaf tea. I researched it a bit and apparently it helps lower your blood sugar. I like these layers here, the white snow, the brown earth, the blue sky. There's my Hellabella. Definitely 100% recovered from salmon sickness and no ill effects from the stuff she ate on our last hike. Oh my goodness! You're covered in mud! Oh my goodness, where have you been? Oh my gosh. Well, as they say, a muddy Springer Spaniel is a happy Springer Spaniel. I'm really glad I got out here. I've been feeling groggy and not too great for the past few days in my typical February slump. But getting out definitely helps. But man, my energy level has just been so low. I sit down to watch something on YouTube and then next thing I know, the video's half over because I fell asleep. We are almost to the lake now. Oh, wow. There is a lovely shield lichen over here. It's so big and gorgeous. Gotta take a look at this. Holy cow, that's a beautiful one. Look at that. They don't normally get that big, and they're not normally that symmetrical. That's a gorgeous one. Yeah. Very cool. Down here we've got some Perella and some Frulania. No alder tree is complete without some Perella and some Frulania. We've also got some Kindbergia oregana moss growing down at the base, aka Oregon beak moss. Let's check out the lake. Here we are. This is a beaver pond. It's not even listed on the fishing regulations, but the creek is listed as being closed right now. I'm going to assume you follow beaver pond rules for this instead of lake rules. So it's definitely closed. And I would not be surprised if there were cutthroat trout in here. I went wading out in this summer and it got deep fast. It's way deeper than it looks. This might have actually been formed by a human dam too, because down at the outlet I've seen some concrete. But yeah, when fishing season opens again, I should come down here and try this lake again. I don't know that there's any bass in here. It might be a bit cold, but there's got to be cutthroat in here. And I know that salmon have been making it up this river system. So why not cutthroat? What do you think, Bella? Are you going to go in? You going to go in? I was going to make this my turnaround point, but I think we'll do just a little bit more exploring here today. The weather's lovely at the moment. Here's the blackberry patch that I thought was going to be so good and productive this year. And I think it would have been, except it rained a whole bunch just as they were getting ripe, so they got kind of moldy. I had really high hopes for this blackberry patch, but that's okay. I've got quite a few blackberry patches. I wish I had picked even more blackberries this year, but I did pick a lot. I made 3 gallons of blackberry wine, and I think about 5 pints of blackberry jam, and a little bit of fruit leather, and about a dozen pints of whole blackberries. It's because I made jam and wine in the same year that I didn't make a whole lot of either. I normally like to alternate years between jam and wine. Wine takes so many berries. But I hadn't made any jam or wine the year before, so I was all out of both. So I had to compromise. Hopefully next year I can get lots and lots of blackberries. I can't believe I actually have more huckleberry jam than anything else at the end of the season, when huckleberries are so tiny and so time-consuming to pick. But it was a great year for huckleberries with that late rain. Let's go down here and see if we can not find some black trumpet chanterelles. This looks like a likely area to not find them. There's a little tiny bit of clavulina. There's something pretending to be a black trumpet from a distance. It's just a bit of a tree root or something. Yeah. Here's another something pretending to be a black trumpet. It's the Badius pisciana, or Piscina badius. It's black because it's dead. It's normally orange. Wish I could train that dog to hunt for mushrooms. She's got the energy for it. And some more clavulina down there that's way too far gone. Lots of holes in the ground here. I wonder if animals have been digging up truffles. Bella's really smart, but I have trouble training her because she's so timid. Oh, good. Bella's found something disgusting to chew on. What you got, buddy? Come on. Come show us. Show us your treasure. Show us your treasure. What in the world are you chewing on now? Well, that's like a boat bumper. So, someone's been down here in a boat on that little lake at some point, I guess. Wow. Okay. Oh, I see a false trumpet mushroom over here. Let's go check it out. Ah, this thing's got in my pack. What's this? Another bit of burnt wood. Okay, back up to the main trail. I love that I can access areas like this just by walking out my front door now. Brush pickers have been here cutting the evergreen huckleberry. There's the evidence, although I haven't seen the litter and the rubber bands that I normally see with brush picking. I'm not convinced that was brush picking activity. I think it's people just clearing the road so they can get through in their ATVs. There's some cattails there, and I know you can eat the roots of the cattails. They taste pretty good, but that kills them. But you can also eat the inner leaves. There's a guy who calls himself Big Toe, and he has a YouTube channel. He does lots of foraging, and he knows so much about all the plants around here. He's up on Vancouver Island, I think. And on his video, he was eating the inner leaves of the cattails, so I may need to try that this coming year. And this looks like a good place. Yay. Big Toe was kind enough to give my channel a huge shout out. yesterday. That was cool. If you're interested in fungi and plants and ducks and wildcrafting here in the Pacific Northwest, check out Big Toe. I found some more false trumpet mushrooms. Look at these. At least they're actually mushrooms, right? I don't know what these are either. This looks like the kind of area where I've been finding hedgehogs, kind of on these damp slopes with the Kinbergia oregana moss and the evergreen huckleberries, and a fair amount of duff. I'm not sure what the hedgehogs are mycorrhizal with. It's my understanding that genetically hedgehog mushrooms are a chanterelle, just a different form of a chanterelle. Maybe they're mycorrhizal with the Douglas fir, just like our chanterelles are. Yeah, lots of brush clearing here. Not sure what to make of that. Doesn't say anything on this flag. This is definitely a new flag. Yeah, it could be this lovely area is slated for logging. This really tells me I need to explore all the areas around my home before they get logged. Originally, I thought I would save some of them, so I'd still have new stuff to explore over the years, but now I'm thinking more, no, I need to see everything that's there now, because all of it could be logged at any moment. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to explore the heck out of all these woods around my house. So this seems to be the end of the trail clearing. I think maybe they went that direction. Okay, there's a main logging road there, but there's also a couple houses over there, so could just be neighborhood people making a nicer ATV trail for themselves. Here's a nice big swamp. Really close to where I got the turkey tails the other day. I got them just over there somewhere when I came in from a different direction. Now I know the route to get here from home, which was kind of something I wanted to figure out today, and I've done it. There's a beaver lodge or two out there, at least one. Oh, check it out. Labrador tea. The good kind, with the fuzzy underleaves. Nice. So we can go home with a little bit of Labrador tea today too. Just a little bit. Cool. I just heard Bella whine. I wonder if she's stuck. Bella, where are you, buddy? Bella, where are you? Bella! Bella! Where are you, sweetheart? She's not a very vocal dog, so when she whines, it means something's up. I wish she would answer me now, though. Bella! Where are you? Bella! Come here! I can't hear her at all, but the whining came from this direction. Bella! Kit! Bella! Well, that's very unnerving. Sounded like the whining was coming from over here. I hope she didn't fall in the lake or something. I'm Gen X, and we were raised to believe that there was quicksand everywhere. Ah! Oh, I heard her. She whined again. I'm coming, honey. Where are you? She whined again. Yeah, she must be stuck. Oh boy, what has Bella done this time? She's got her skid plate on. I wouldn't be surprised if it got stuck on something. It can be kind of dangerous for dogs to wear any kind of clothing. Bella! Where are you? Bella! Bella! Come on, talk to me, buddy. Oh, over here somewhere. I'm coming, sweetheart. Keep talking to me. Bella, where are you? Bella! Bella! The sound seems to be coming from back over here. Oh man. Bella, where are you? Bella! Bella, come! Oh, I see a waggly tail. And I see a stuck dog. And it's just as I suspected. It's her clothes. Okay. I don't think this is going to be anywhere near as traumatic as the last time she got stuck. Because it's not her tail wrapped around anything. I think I've already got her free. Just gotta get this buckled back on. Or not. Come on, buddy. I think you're free. There we go. Yeah, somehow she got her skid plate wrapped around that branch. Bella, come on. Good dog. Oh, I'm glad that wasn't like last time when she got her tail stuck. That was so awful. I gotta get her out onto the open trail though and get her skid plate back on her properly. Okay, how did I get in here? I actually marked my route in here, but now I've gone off the route trying to save my silly dog. You're happy now that you're free, aren't you? Come here. Bella, come here. Come here. Come on. Let's see. Let's take this all the way off and then put it back on again. Yeah, her front feet got caught up in it. Oh, man. What have you done, Bella? What have you done? Yeah, I'm going to get this right back on here, though, because it's nasty and slimy, and I don't feel like carrying it. So, just need to find my way back out to the road, which could be anywhere now, because I'm a bit turned around. Bella actually loves wearing clothes. Bella, let's get this on. Come on, buddy. Let's get this on. Bella, come on. Let's get this on. Come on. When I say let's get this on when we're at home, she comes running. Oh, she's shaking. I guess we better start heading out of here the way this dog is shivering. Wow. We are right back in that area that I said is the kind of area where I would expect to find hedgehogs. And I didn't see any when we passed through it the first time, but I'm seeing them now. Yummy. Look at the size of that one, too. Oh, that is a beautiful hedgehog. All right. The mushroom season keeps on giving. Awesome. There's some others back in here, which may be too far gone. I've got to decide how deep I want to go into this brush to get these, too. That's definitely too far gone. Oh, there's one up here that looks good though, but oh man, it looks really good, but look at what I have to go through to get at it. All right, let's do it. I'm already way wetter than I want to be thanks to rescuing Bella. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, it's good. Here's the cone from the white fir. This is not native here, it was introduced. It's right up there. And this is the cone that I think is preferred for use for making pine syrup. I just don't see any way I can get at those cones though when they're young and green and up on that tree. That's going to be the main challenge, I think, with making my pine cone syrup, is getting the cones down. It's much quieter here than usual because it's a snow day. Schools are closed for snow in the mountains. So there's not a lot of traffic noise. And you can actually hear the birds. Oh, there's a kingfisher over there. There's got to be fish in here. Every time I come here, I see a kingfisher. Back to the little lake that originally was maybe going to be our end goal. Time to have some coffee and sit here and watch for fish. There's a bunch of bugs living in this lake, so that would be good fish food. And there's a kingfisher hanging out. So all signs indicate to me that there are fish in here. Cheers from the unnamed lake. I think we should name this lake. I haven't found it on any maps, so it doesn't have an official map name. We need to give it our own name. What's a good name for this lake? Bella Lake? Bass Lake? Kingfisher Lake. Yeah. We'll call this Kingfisher Lake. Yeah, we will. Oh my goodness! Are your teeth chattering? Are you that cold, buddy? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Go on, run around a little bit. Go on, run around. I guess this is going to be a short coffee break since this is one cold puppy dog. Yeah. I would have loved to have stayed here for a while, but Bella is cold, so we're going to have to pack up and go. This is a lovely spot, especially right now when it's cold enough that I know almost for a fact I'm not going to run into any of my neighbors and their crazy dogs or anyone else for that matter out here. Would have been a great day to just sit here and relax. Oh well. I think now we're just gonna go home and then I'll get in my car and go back to the mushroom spot because Bella just needs to go home and get warm. Yeah, you're cold, aren't you, sweetheart? Yeah. We have to go, sadly. I'm going to sip my hot coffee along the way. We still got a little bit of a walk to get out of here. But as long as we keep moving, I know Bella will stay warm. Now that we're moving again, Bella is just fine. Aren't you, buddy? We really had a nice, enjoyable, peaceful time out here. It was so much quieter than usual. Less traffic noise and hardly any airplane noise. Just so wonderful and peaceful. It really makes me love the wintertime and kind of despise the summertime when it gets so busy and loud and crowded and bright and hot. So here's some fresher growth on the evergreen huckleberries, and I think that's what I'll take and try in my tea right there. There you go, buddy. I think there's a motorcycle coming. So we'll just go over here for a bit. I don't want them to see me, and I don't want them to see that I see them. Although if they come up this road here, they will see me where I am right now. Oh, there's a hole we can hide in. Yeah, we can hide down here in this perk hole until they're gone. Ooh, come on, Bella. How convenient that there's a perk hole here. Yeah, it's good we went down into the perk hole because they turned up the road where they would have seen us. But we might see them again. They're not supposed to be here, so I just assume that they don't know I saw them. They're probably going to turn around and come right back. So we might see them again. We made it back to the neighborhood gravel pit. Will we make it out of here without seeing that motorcycle again? I don't know. I can't hear them at all though, so I think there's a chance. Bella isn't shivering anymore. I think she's warmed up enough that I can get away with popping in here and grabbing some mushrooms, although it does mean we might see this motorcycle, because they definitely came in and out here at some point. But let's get these mushrooms now. I might be too tired to come back later and get them. Let's see. Kind of nice if we could go out in the brush a little bit and I can lay my pack down in the brush and hide a little bit, but I don't know. Yeah, here we go. I'll set my pack down right here and pick some mushrooms for dinner. Yay! Yeah, these are still in good condition. Very pickable. They're getting a bit fragile though because they have froze a few times. I don't know how much longer these are going to stay good. Probably best to get all I want here now. Oh, here comes the motorcycle. Whew. I'm glad we were driven back here. Hopefully, these are still good to eat. Good dog, but not there. Okay, go, go, go. I know I called you, but I didn't really want you to... Oh, yeah. These are still in great condition. Yeah. Oh, so cool. So cool. And so many of them. It's going to take some effort to dry these down. That one's far too gone, but most of these are still good. Not sure what's going on with that motorcycle. It sounds like it backfired a few times and then stopped. Now if the motorcycle comes back, I got extra reason to hide. I don't want anyone to know about these gems back here. These are just about as far gone and waterlogged as they can get and still be good. I wish I'd come here just a little bit earlier in the year. I kept meaning to come back and then never did. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that motorcycle. I think it keeps stopping and starting because I don't hear it at all, and then all of a sudden it starts up really loudly, so maybe they're having some engine trouble. I don't know. I'm just absolutely loading up on these here today. Very cool. Maybe I'll take these home and then come back tomorrow. Oh my God, there's so many of them back there. There are many, many times more mushrooms here than I've picked still, but I gotta go. Bella's starting to shiver, so we're just gonna get home and maybe I'll come back tomorrow and try to get more of these here. This is my favorite mushroom, so I will be back. Let's go. We got to get out of here. This is crazy. I traveled so far to pick these mushrooms earlier this year, and here they are like a mile or less from my house. And they've been here all this time, and they're almost too far gone now even. Look at all these we're leaving behind. And this is just a fraction of what I saw back in those bushes. There are so many back in there, everywhere, under these huckleberries. This is amazing. We'll be back for sure. Okay, I think it's time to end this video anyway. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.